Alright, so this is some pretty important news that has kind of been really glossed over. I know a few people have talked about this, but it's not really been covered. So, recently, Konami Japan said, hey, we want to know what you want as the next structure deck. Come on and vote. Show us your opinion and things like that. Which means, hey, new playable support. You want a broken Yu-Gi-Oh deck? This is how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. You sit down, and I don't want to necessarily say that this means that Konami's running out of ideas, but this means that they're trying to cater more towards what the player base wants at this point. So we're going to kind of talk about our current top 10 available on the poll. The next round of voting, I believe it all wraps up around July 3rd. So here's what we got so far. All right. Shaddolls winning right now. Number 1. And this is pretty impressive. The amount of people that love Shaddolls is crazy. And if they actually win, that means that they're going to get a complete structure deck, which means you get all the fusions available to you, which means you're going to get new support. New broken Shaddol. You guys remember how disappointed you were with the Shaddol Link monster? Imagine getting something better. Plus, more Shaddol monsters and things like that. We can only make the deck a lot better. I think this deck has always been a fan favorite. It's kind of crazy, actually, because this is the OCG that we're talking about here. And to see their love for this deck on this level is pretty impressive. But think about it. I don't want Shaddol to win. I want number 2 to win here, which I'll talk about in a second here, about what we could actually do for this. But the way that we're going about this at this current point in time, yeah, new Shaddol monsters very, very likely to happen, especially for extra deck support. We could definitely bump this deck up to tier 1. Now, number 2 is Charmers. Now, you guys know about we're making Link monsters at this point. The OCG is fully aware of what the player base has started to want, but there's never been a centralized theme for the Charmers. There's never been really something that just kind of brings them all together, per se. And that's something I would actually like to see with this. And this is why I particularly want this structure deck to win over Shaddolls, because we could actually finally make the Charmers into a playable archetype. And from what all my friends told me, they're like, Robbie, that's a really bad idea. Why waste it on that? Because Charmers deserve it. This is a Charmer propaganda video where we support the beautiful Iria, the Water Charmer, and her colleagues because they deserve it. And I think there's a lot of potential that we could do for an archetype like this. They just don't have the support yet. Now, at number 3, we have Trap Tricks. Now, the big thing that I would like to see with Trap Tricks is we've already got the Broken Link 1, which is good, but structure decks usually boost the level of these things up to another level. So if we're going to go with Trap Trick with this, you're probably going to be pushing more monsters. The already vanilla support that we got, to a degree, actually gets boosted up more. And more Trap Hole-esque cards. Oh my god, actually. If we're voting for anything here, we need to vote for the better trap cards. The better hole-named cards that we could abuse. Plus, reprints of all the really cute girls, that are evidently supposed to be traps. But I don't know about that. It really scares me, actually. But nonetheless, yeah. In terms of better trap cards, I would look at that one. Now, of course, you gotta have Madolche on the list. This deck is already a solid tier 2 deck. Alright, but what more can we give this deck? Our Link monster, actually we could get a better Link monster. That's where we start. Ladies and gentlemen, we did it. If you're voting Madolche on this list, then that means that you want better candy treats. I'm looking at this. I'm like, okay, so the first 3 actually need the support. I look at Madolche, I'm like, maybe we could do something with this. I don't know. Is a fan favorite for the archetype? I don't know. Like, more candy treats, I guess. But what more do we want the deck to do? That's all I want to know is, what does Madolche need at this point? I guess better spell and trap support, actually. Like, their whole archetype is just doo-doo butt at this point. Number 5, Crystal Beast. Oh my god. To make... Okay, so we've already got good Crystal Beast support. Ruby Carbuncle Splash Summoning, the last wave of support, Rainbow Bridge and stuff, was really good. But if we're going to make a structure deck out of this, we need to be completely honest here for a second. We're going to have to remake the Crystal Beast from scratch. Alright, like, we're going to have to give them some super support. And I mean this to be completely blunt. Like, we need to do something about this. And I look at these choices, and I'm like, this is an upgrade for these archetypes. This is the one chance that we get to pick any of these, and we get to make our choice to make them better. And the bump in Crystal Beast from tier 4 to tier 3 is looking pretty spicy, I'm not gonna lie. Plus those players that got those ultimate Crystal Beast cards, they're really looking forward to this, actually. I'm looking forward to this. At number 6, we have Sacred Beast. What can we... Okay, so you want a deck that allows me to summon Ravael, Haman, and Uriah. Alright, that's pretty good. Also for GX in concept, it was a cool idea that we got the ability to kind of use the field spell and things. But we got the field spell printed, which was Fallen Paradise. We got the other Straggler, but like... What the heck? You're going to have to give them like a Stratos that has draw power. Because the amount of bricks that you're going to be playing in this deck, you're going to have to make more than 5 new cards for this. I think that that's one big thing I see here is Crystal Beast, you can make 5 good cards for it and be good. But I look at Sacred Beast, I'm like, yeah, you're going to have to make more than 5 cards if you guys want that deck to be good. Which is kind of scary, actually, in the grand scheme of things, because, like, they don't have a backbone. I think on this list, that's the worst one next to Charmers. But Charmers, we could do it. Now, they combined the Phantom Knights with Burning Abyss for this, which definitely tells me, well, we can get... What can you give to Burning Abyss and the Phantom Knights at this point in time? They've got so much. Like, are we going to make a Burning Phantom? Well, I guess we could make a card that bridges the 2 archetypes together. Burning Phantom Knight or something like that. There's got to be something in lore that we could produce that would connect the 2 archetypes a little bit more synergistically for PK Fire. That's an interesting choice to see on this list, though, especially in the combination of the 2 that they are. I'm very curious to see if this could pull itself out of the ground and be a bigger choice. But in terms of general support that they could make for this, I don't know. They've got to bring something to the table that connects the archetypes a little bit more, if not just better support. Number 8 is Fabled. You're telling me that we can make better Fabled cards. You're telling me that we can make a Fabled Link Monster. You're telling me that we can make a Fabled Xyz. You're telling me that we can make a Fabled discard card for like a card destruction-esque effect, that we could make it better. Now, let's be honest here. The only reason why Fabled was ever good was it was a turbo deck. You're going to have to do a lot if you're going to want to bring Fabled back out, because the reason the deck was good was Hyper Librarian. You make those synchros, you go. You keep on drawing your resources, you're good to go. You're going to have to revive on that scale, or this is going to be a fail. I think voting Fabled might be a waste at this point in time. It's kind of disappointing to say that, because I think for what Fabled needs is just, there's too much support that we need. Now, number 9, we have Black Wings. Now, this is interesting, because Black Wings at this point in time don't have a Link monster. They have the Raid Raptor Link, which is essentially the same shit. But honestly, this is interesting, because this proves that they are thinking about making more birds. And with the last wave of support we got, the Black Wing, or the Black Whirlwind setter, and things like that, oh yeah. There are a lot of things that they could still give the deck. I don't think that this is a waste of a vote at all, actually. I think that this one good structure deck push could be enough to put the deck back on the map. Not a waste at all. And the number 10 down here is Dark Lord. Better normal summons for the core would probably be what you'd be getting out of this. The Link monster was okay, but you know, synergistically they want to push the agenda for those spells and traps, and it's pretty interesting what we're trying, but I don't know. It's risky, honestly. So those are your current top 10 candidates for the next structure deck. And I'm happy if Shaddolls or Charmers end up winning. I'm actually happy if Madolche wins too. Getting all the Madolche cards in an available easy box would be wonderful, actually. But I'm curious to see, you know, the OCG loves Charmers. The OCG definitely loves Shaddolls. So I'm curious to see what they could do, especially for a revival on dolls. Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Obviously, my whole comment sections would be like, go vote for Shaddolls. They're the best. And I mean, we all love Construct, but I'm just saying. All right, guys, I'm out. Peace. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a truffle shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out VanCole40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.